Coco, congratulations.
Thanks.
Your first WTA finals final.
Yeah.
And amazing defeats on the way to here. How does it feel to reach this point?
Yeah, it feels really great to be here. Yeah, I'm really happy with how I played today, and hopefully I can do well tomorrow.
Okay. If you have a question, please use your hand. Yeah, go on. Reem at the front.
Coco, congrats.
Thanks.
She did everything possible to try and come back, and there was that one game with 8 break points and you got broken.
Yeah.
You never lost your cool, though, every time you dropped your serve, and I'm curious just how you managed that part.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I was serving well for the most part. Yeah, so I was just like, honestly, there was not much more I can do. I mean, there's errors, but that's part of the game, and I felt confident in my return game too, and so I knew like if I can serve and return well, it would, you know, eventually I would get to the finish line.
You obviously beat the world #1, and she had beaten you this year, and I'm wondering, you were a bit contained. It's almost like, you know, because it's not over, but I'm just wondering, is that how you feel, or it's still a big deal to get this win? Like, how are you balancing both?
Honestly, I just thinking about Wuhan, and I really felt like not that I should have, because obviously I lost the match, but I really felt like that match was in my hands, and I hit a lot of double faults. So, and I knew I had worked hard on my serve since then. So I was just like, you know, if that was 21 free points that I gave, I knew if I could cut that in half, I would give myself a better chance. And obviously, I did well over that today. So yeah, I think. I mean, obviously, she's a great player, but I just felt like if I can just play well and serve well, I had a good chance. And once, you know, I stepped on the court and realized I was feeling my serve, I just kind of had that belief that I could win.
You kind of go way back with this Chin when someone posted a photo from your Orange Bowl final.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Just wondering, do you remember anything from that?
Yeah, I remember being down a set and a break in that final, actually. And my whole family was there because I live like 40 minutes away. So, yeah, I remember playing her. And, yeah, it's really cool that we're playing probably on the second biggest stage and final in tennis. So, yeah, Orange Bowl is a pretty special tournament. And, yeah, I guess it's cool to see, like, I think 6 years later, here we are.
Coco, congrats.
Thanks.
Just a question on tomorrow. It feels like Quinn has been quite the fan favourite this week. Going into tomorrow, it's going to be probably a raucous atmosphere in there. What are you looking forward to about that match, maybe playing an atmosphere like that, and are you going to use that to your advantage potentially?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Yeah, I think I haven't watched any of like matches with sound because all the TVs in the players area are muted, so I actually don't know how much fan support. But I know there's like been a lot of like Chinese fans coming to travel just because I know they've been at my matches and they say they come all the way from China to see us play. So I'm assuming they're going to be rooting for her tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully, you know, there are some on my side too. I think it'll be fun and atmosphere for both of us, and I think we're both excited and we appreciate the crowd size has grown every match this week. So I think that just shows, you know, the progress of just bringing a new sport here in an amount of time of just like a week and a half, how different it is. So I'm very excited. Hopefully I can qualify next year and see the growth.
You won the only match you've played earlier this year in Rome. What do you expect on the court from Zheng?
Yeah, I think she's a very good player. I think that match was 3 sets, or I don't even remember the score, but I remember it being at least a really tight first set. So, yeah, what do I expect? I think she's a very athletic player. She has a great serve and pretty good all around the court. I think, you know, it's just going to be who can play better that day. Yeah, I feel like she's in peak form. She played well in Beijing, finaled in Wuhan, won a gold, so, yeah.
I know you're tired of young stats.
Another
But I have a few more for you.
Okay.
You're the youngest finalist at the finals since Caroline Wozniacki in 2010.
Cool.
And you and Keenwin are the youngest pair since
Since who?
Serena and Sharapova in 2004.
I asked that as soon as I got off the match. I asked the Sky Sports team what was the stat, but they didn't have the answer. But you do, so that's good to know. I was like, is this the youngest? I know it had to be some record because I don't even remember. Like, I don't think obviously in my lifetime you said it was 2003 or 4. 4. So when I was born was the last time. So yeah, in my lifetime, basically, I've never seen it. So that's pretty cool, and it just shows age is a number both ways. old and young. So, and yeah, I'm really excited, and it's pretty cool.
Hey, Coco, congrats.
Hey, thanks.
You know, obviously still work to do, but what does it mean for you to beat number 1 and number 2, you know, in the same tournament at the end of the season, you know, given kind of the last few months and all the work that you've been putting in?
I don't know. I don't really think of ranking, to be honest. I mean, it's cool. It's great, obviously. But I think it's just one of the things where you're just like, if you want to be the best, you have to beat the best. So it does give me a lot of confidence, obviously. But it is cool to do that, especially, you know, playing them in very short amount of time, basically. And both in straight sets. So I guess that is cool and shows, you know, the work that I put in over the course of the last like 4 weeks or 5 weeks after US Open. So yeah, I'm really proud of that. And yeah, like you said, it's not over, but hopefully I can finish with the cherry on top. But if not, I'm proud of myself these past 2 weeks here.
We'll do 2 last questions at the front. Okay. Yeah, 2 last questions.
Hi, Coco. Congratulations.
Thanks.
My question to you, now that you made it to the final, how would you compare your experience this week to when you first arrived? How does it feel to see the growing support and just the excitement as the tournament progresses?
Yeah, I think the support has grown a lot. Obviously, like my first match, it wasn't that many people, even the second one, but like the third and yesterday and today have been pretty great crowds. And just, I never thought, you know, I would get like the Coco chant kind of anywhere except the US, but the fact that it's happening in a region where we've never had a professional tennis event before, female tennis event before, is pretty amazing. And I'm very just proud of, you know, just the way like how not only like the fans here showed up, this Saudi people showed up, and a lot of the ball girls, I see them on the court, they're young and rising tennis players from here. So I don't know, I just feel like this is the growth of something. It feels like there's a shift of just seeing like people seeing themselves in us, and I think that's what makes me inspired to play here. And I like it. I don't take it for granted to see the crowd size multiply in just like such a short time. So like I said, I'm in the previous question, I'm really excited to hopefully get the chance to qualify next year and see the atmosphere, because I'm sure everybody in that crowd had a great time and they'll tell a friend about it.
Thank you.
Thanks.